All right, back for more of the Argonaut Weekly here at GoArgos.com. Rob Walden along with head men's soccer coach Bill Elliott. A very busy week for his team. On Tuesday, they lost to number 20 Montevallo 2-1, a game that was marred by a big lightning delay. This weekend, they came back and scored a couple of big wins on homecoming weekend. They beat UAH 3-2 on Friday, Delta State 3-2 on Sunday. The Friday victory, the 200th in Coach Elliott's men's soccer career. So first off, Coach, congratulations on that victory. I know it's a big personal milestone for you. You know, earlier this year we talked with the head women's coach Joe Bartlinski about his 350th women's soccer victory. So as you reflect on your 200th men's victory, you know, what does that really mean to you?
Well, it means obviously we've had a lot of talented players and that have worked hard and done a good job. Probably means I'm getting old, but clearly not as old as Coach Bartlinski since he's got 300 wins. Of course. You know, those are just numbers. I mean, I care more about the next game than the 200th win.
Let's talk about the two wins this weekend. In both matches, you took 2-0 leads, couldn't close them out late. Both opponents rallied to tie you up at 2 late in the match. Then Daniel Martini kind of bailed you out both times with a late goal, giving you some 3-2 victory. So I'm sure mixed emotions. Happy that Daniel and the team were able to rally, but at the same time, you would have liked to have just closed out those 2 wins at 2-0 and wrapped it up like that.
Would have loved to have closed those games out, obviously, but you know, this conference play, these teams are fighting for berths in the conference tournament, and they're not gonna go down easy. So all credit to them for fighting hard and battling. You know, on the flip side for us, it's been a long 8-day stretch where we've played I think Christian Brothers, Montevallo, Huntsville, and Delta. So it's just to come through it with a win, probably should be happy, but as a coach, you know, you never are. You always want better.
Well, and if nothing else, you guys finished 5-0 in Gulf South Conference play this season, and that's got to be a big feather in your cap. As banged up as you guys have been, as many different newcomers as you've had to work into the rotation, to still finish 5-0 in GSC play, I know that's got to make you proud.
Yeah, I'm proud of the guys. We've had a lot of guys that have had to step in. I mean, this is a year where we thought we'd be starting 6-7 seniors, and every time our starting lineup's called out, I'm reminded as I hear freshman, sophomore, you know. So getting all the young guys in, getting experience, and still managing some results, I think that's a really positive thing. If it doesn't, it probably will help us down the stretch this year. If it doesn't, I think certainly it's going to help us next year.
2 more, yeah, absolutely. Getting those guys in the rotation, always a big help. You got 2 matches this weekend, 2 more opportunities for those young guys to play. A very strong NAIA side in Mobile, and then Nova Southeastern later in the week. You guys are done with conference play, but you still have a lot to fight for regionally, especially perhaps an at-large berth into the NCAA regionals. So even though the conference play is done, I'm sure the guys are not going to have any problem staying focused on these 2 matches and really the rest of the regular season.
Yeah, the Mobile fixture on Thursday is a little bit tricky because Mobile's a great team. I mean, they could be potential national champions for NAI this year. But in terms of our season, it doesn't mean a whole lot.
Sure.
So we've got some tough decisions as far as, you know, the guys that are first coming back off injuries. Do we play them? Do we not play them? And how we approach that game. I mean, good friends with their coach. Our players know their players. So we want to win for just a pure crosstown rivalry kind of standpoint, but at the same time we have to stay focused on what really matters, and that's the Nova game on Saturday. So the game with Nova is another shot for us to match up against the Sunshine Conference. We won our most recent game against Lynn. If we could win against Nova, that would certainly make a statement that we're headed in the right direction, and would put us in, I think, in strong contention for our regional spot.
So even though the GSC slate is over for Coach Elliott's team, still a lot to play for. He talked about the weekend game against Nova Southeastern. That one's huge as far as the regional rankings go. That does it for this edition of the Argonaut Weekly. Be sure to follow the men's soccer team live all weekend long right here at GoArgos.com.